We just got shut down. It just quit. That is so crazy. I've never had that happen. I've had spirit come in and mess with it. We were talking about earth energy and how it was neutral and feeding us, and my whole computer went black. Just everything went black. Nothing was on it anymore. Holy cow. It was so crazy. I don't know if the other one is running right now or not. I'm gonna check it out here on my phone. But I'm happy if you have found out that that has stopped and we are back on. Because we were talking about the Earth's energy, and I really wanted to see some of these other comments, but maybe it has disappeared. Who knows? It's good to see some of you back. Never had it like that. There's always a first time for everything. Here we go. I wanted to go back to some of these comments, but sometimes you can't. Oh, no. We don't want to hear that. Oh, my daughter's here. Yeah, you can come in. I'm live streaming. And she goes, no, it's fine. Oh, because Yvette was saying she had this happen several times, but they more whisper, and I asked them to stop because I was trying to get some sleep, and they never came back. Do I wish I hadn't said anything, because I'd love to hear from them again. Spirit waking you up at night and helping you. So I was talking about how the earth puts out neutral energy. So when you guys are looking to find your faith or your strength and energy, when you're reaching out that way, I'm going to ask that you reach down into the earth and pull it forward. And they could be done in such simple ways. You could do it with visualization. Imagine that at the bottom of your feet, you have roots. In fact, we can do a meditation on that. I'll do that root meditation tomorrow, where the roots come down and you anchor into the core of the earth. You can also do music, humming, grounding, by being out in the earth, barefoot. You can float in water. I love that. There's so many ways to get in contact with the earth's energy. So it's actually easier than, I'm about to say this, but please don't send me any hate mail. But in my opinion, that's all it is my opinion, that it's easier to connect to the earth's energy because we've seen it, we've grown it. Some of us have had gardens, we know what trees are. We've seen life, we've seen seasons, we've seen death and rebirth and change and all of this. So we have a really nice relationship, and you've been building that since the moment you got here. But with our religious, sometimes you're asked to look blindly. Like you can't see God or touch God. We can feel, which is the whole intuitiveness. Sometimes we can't see, but we can feel, or we can witness its results. That's the most powerful thing right there. And we can witness the healing and the connection of. So I find that it's more easier to get people, my students, connected to the earth than it is through their religious faith or spirituality. Okay. Yes, Carol, that was crazy. Things just shut down. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been having big twitches or convulsions when I'm meditating and breathing. It feels like I'm kind of releasing a sneeze, but more exhilarating. Boom. That's what it is. Right, Marianne? I don't know if you're here. Marianne Herengozo. Best name. Elmer. Oh, good morning from Japan. Good morning. It's good to see you here. I love Japan. I had very blessed. I taught there for 3 years with Gary Bennell, Japan, and I was right in Tokyo, and I had the most beautiful translators. I love you guys. You have stayed with me. Hi, Kelly Miller. Hi, Dave from Orlando. Yes, Debbie says the barefoots is good out in the dirt. Bibiana. In case my message disappeared, hi Jamie, I'm translating Eric's books into Spanish because everyone deserves to know. Go! That is so wonderful. Eric's books are such a treat, and I wonder if all his cuss words will translate properly. He is a trip. You guys, if you've never heard of Eric Meadows, like go over to Channeling Eric. That's Eric with a K.com. And when you're there, you can see all the blogs. But the juicy bits is his mother, Elise, has a section where people can share their pranks that Eric has done with them. And that will just blow you out of the water. And I will say, here's a warning. If you do that, most likely Eric is going to show up for you and do pranks with you. So you got to feel that out. Do you want to be pranked or not? Because it's real. He has done stuff I can't even. It's crazy. That is wonderful. I'm so happy about that. North Stradbroke Island, Australia. Allison, hi. It's good to have you here. Everybody right now, take a nice deep breath. Pull in through your nose. Expand the belly. When you breathe in, the belly goes out. Hold it. Just hold it just for a second. Let it out the mouth. You ready? Let's do one more. Breathe in through the nose. Deep, deep, deep. Everybody, all of us, all around the world. Breathe in. Hold it. Stay full. Feel the oxygen, the prana, the life in your body. Stay full, but relax the belly. And now let it out with an audible sound. Oh my God, just readjust. No matter where you are, waking up, going to bed. This moment is beautiful and it's great, and you're tuned in. So happy to have you here. Stella from DC. Tabitha, couldn't get the 26 live, not sure an issue. Can my payment be used for a future one after I get... Oh, sure. We'll hook you up, Tabitha. No problem. For the channeling, we're going to have a channeling this Thursday as well at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Maitland and Grace will be there to answer your questions. It was a lot of fun last time. Hey, Sandy, Texas gal here. Oh, Carol's talking about indoor nature, like those indoor plants. Those have been wonderful. Kelly says, Eric is awesome. He came in when you did my reading. Oh, it's so wild who he shows up for. You just never know. Corey's back. I love you guys. Okay, so I have written up that we were going to talk about all the things we love about quarantine. So with perspective, you know, the lenses we have here, whatever our mood is what we're going to see and what is going to be highlighted to us, and it's what we're going to attract. It is not our spirit team's job nor duty, so don't try to put it on them. I said duty. It is not their duty to make you happy, to make you look a different direction, to raise your vibrations. I'm going to say it one more time. It is not your spirit team's job to create joy and happiness within you. Do you know what their job is? Have you thought about it? Their job is to support you in what you're going through. So if you've decided you're going to wake up and say, I'm going to put those joy lenses on. I'm going to look out with a brighter kind of perspective. You know what your spirit team is going to do? All right, we can do this with you. You're going to look at happy stuff? Good. Look at this. Now pull this in. Now this is going to happen. Now you're going to get a phone call that lights your soul on fire. And now you're going to just get that tint of everything is okay and joy is all around you. If you wake up, what they say, on the wrong side of the bed, and you're looking at life that's difficult, hard, guess what Spirit Team is going to do for you? Yeah, highlight it. This shit sucks. Man, not only is that hard, you remember this? This is hard too. And then when you step into something and you're frustrated, they're going to be like, oh, we got to make sure that he or she is very frustrated, or they are very frustrated, so that they can get through it, express it, and then move on and gain everything there is about it. Do you know why Spirit is like this? Take a guess. Because in that other dimensional plane, this duality of good and bad and right and wrong and happy and sad doesn't exist. And in there, where they are looking in and around us, every vibration is beautiful. Every feeling is gorgeous. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed, sweet as hell. Being positive all day, gorgeous. I like this. I might add this to my new hand gestures because apparently I can't talk if my hands don't move. Cheers to that, everybody. Okay, so it's not their job. What they're going to do is help you. So what if you woke up with some, what my husband calls eyes of hope? That's what he says when he looks at me. He goes, Jamie, you just have eyes of hope. It's what you see in everything you look at. Which, come on, melts my heart, first and foremost, that he acknowledges that. But is it healthy? What is hope? Sometimes hope is explained as an expectation of, an outcome that is desirable, of an uncertain outcome to be good. So there's this concept within hope. There's this energy within the word hope that says, I'm going to put all my goodness out there, but I'm not quite certain if it's going to end good. I'm going to put my viewpoint on it, but I don't know if it's going to end up like my viewpoint. Kind of understand? So when we have the eyes of hope or rose-tinted glasses on, we're going to stay more aligned with our viewpoint and how we would like to see things. And if you can keep those eyes of hope on, even when times are hard and they're not coming out and unfolding in the way that you desire, guess what Spirit's still going to do? I know, right? They're going to bring everything in that aligns with hope. Just hustle it right in and highlight it for you. It's incredible. This is how we start to live with ease. Now, the reason I like the word hope, because I can only share with you my experiences and my opinion and where I'm coming from, is that you are accepting of all outcomes, but you're highly aware of what you're attracted to. And with this eyes of hope perspective, you are putting a higher vibrational outcome and you're participating with it, but you're not controlling it. That's why I love it so much. So it's probably why I use it all the time. Lily, please explain why butterflies see flowers differently than humans. Haha, not you. Do they, butterflies, see us as flickering, colorful energy as well? Oh my God, I love this question. These would be great in the Animals in the Light conversations I do every other Friday with my friend Brian Mercer. We're writing a book about animal consciousness and animal in the afterlife and how they have contracts and how they coexist with us, wildlife and domesticated animals. And this is awesome. So, Spirit, I rely on this. I'm asking Maitland because it's her jam. Maitland says that, yes, butterflies do see our energetic bodies and vibrations. They're not really focused in on our shape and who we are, but they react more to the energy and more to the color of the energy. That's kind of cool. Okay, Tina, you're our first one. Get it, girl. Being quarantined has made mine and husband's grief 10 times worse. Oh, no. I was hoping you were going to list something that was wonderful about quarantine. Any suggestions on what to do? I am exhausted. Oh, I'm just like reaching in the camera right now and holding you. I'm going to take a moment and take a nice deep breath. Let's all breathe together again. Prana, life. Take it in. Things are real. I'm going to listen to Grace. So, being quarantined, Grace is saying hello to all her little Luminaires. And she says that when we're quarantined, a lot of the energy ties and cords that we build with our routine, whether it's engaging with a male person or a routine at work, or even the routine of being quiet and alone in the car and making some travel, or even on the subway, downtime reading a book, is cut. So it's like receiving a huge, massive cleanse of the cords on the routine and the energy you rely on a day-to-day basis to stay balanced. She says all of that has just been cut. So now you're showing up in your home without this energy feed. So please look and acknowledge at other ways to cord your energy. Okay, cords tend to have has a negative connotation, so what do we want to do with that? And she goes, how about we not use the word? I thought that sounds great. Here's where I'm truly a translator, or to many people's eyes, I just look crazy. Look like I'm talking to myself. I promise I'm not. She says, let's not use the word cord. Let's use exchange. Right now, you don't have a lot of energy exchange. So what systems can you put in place to create happiness? And she said, she says, everybody turn your ears on. Is everybody listening? This goes for everyone. Tap in to what types of energy you use in the morning, what type of energy you use in the afternoon. She's not using her hands like this, it's totally me. And what type of energy you use in the evening that goes into the nighttime. Because those are 3 distinct different types of energy. Some people wake up and they want to be quiet and they don't want to see anybody. Some people wake up like me and I'm like, good morning, let's do something together. It's like usually people don't want to see my face like that in the morning. Some people wake up and they're productive. How are you in the afternoon? Are you social, productive? Do you need downtime? Pay attention to your dips and your lulls as well as your appetite, she says. And now you're going to create an energy routine that's going to help feed you, and you're going to educate your spouse, your partner, your roommate, and your children. Where you say, listen, when I get up in the morning, I'd love to check in with everybody. Or when I get up, I want to be quiet. I'm going to go sit over here and I don't want to hear from you. And if you're someone who needs sunshine and light, get some plants, turn the lights on, make your special coffees, do things just for you. Make sure you do your work routine to relate to it. So if you're completely productive in the morning, put all of your meetings in the morning and be done by your 11 a.m. If you're productive in the afternoon, make them then. Now she says here is a second layer, so listen up. Second layer is look at your week. She's not doing these gestures, totally me. Look at your week. Monday, Tuesday to Wednesday morning is going to be considered morning hours because your week works a different way too. And then Wednesday afternoon to Thursday is your afternoon hours, like kind of Friday morning, your afternoon. And then Friday from noon on is like your evening hours. So schedule your meetings, your phone calls, your Zooms to match how you are from morning, afternoon, evening, so that your week can support your energy flow. It'll help move the grief. It'll help move the depression. You'll feel as if you're feeding yourself something very nutritious and very wonderful, she says. She's sending love to you. Debbie, our natural state is love and joy. Yes, we were talking about that. Hope is trusting in the possibility of joy. That is beautiful, Genevieve. And you even have a daughter named Hope. It's just gorgeous. Hi, Kevin. All is well on my end. Fabiana, I think I projected my Italian to you. This? I'm totally going to start using it. Hi from the UK. Hi, Hannah. Eyes of hope. You love it. I mean, that's what most of us who are highly sensitive really are. You know, we see life differently, and the masses just kind of turn and look at us and go, what the hell is wrong with you? Toughen up. What's wrong with you? You can't stand this smell, this noise, this light, this whatever. You know, you're supposed to be a garbage disposal like everybody else and be able to manage it. You can't be sensitive. You can't take care of yourself. Life is happening. Again, bullshit. We can do those things and take care of ourselves. Hi to everybody. Hi, Stella. So my vibration, attract and project spirits action, confirm my status. Oh, look at, that's my son outside. He's like a man. It's crazy. He's 15 and he's letting his hair grow. And he does all this like hair flipping. I hope he does it for you because I love imitating him. Oh, he's gone. He doesn't know we're recording. Your vibration can attract and project spirits' actions to confirm my status. Dang it. Stella, rewrite your question. I want to see it again, okay? I'm not fully understanding exactly what you're looking at. Nancy Delaporte. Delaporte? I don't know. I think this is why we're all here now, at this moment. Do we choose love or do we choose, is me. We are all going to die. Yes, it's true. That is our destiny. We're all going to shed this body. Send Rona love. We're going to get through this. I'm sending love. We are all going to get through this. It's my little chokure, my empowerment to send my Reiki love out to you all who is in this chat thread. So if you're feeling a warm little gush, and I'm asking for all of your angels, guides, friends, and relatives to come forward and to surround you, to hold you in your highest light, for your greatest purpose, your highest health, wealth, and wholeness. We can do this. We are doing this. All of us. And when we wake up from this, which is going to be sometime late May, is really when we're waking up. I mean, the hard time is in April. May is when we're waking up. Stuff like this, what we're doing energy-wise and taking breaths and taking time out to tune in is going to be normal. How exciting is that? I love you, Beth. Don't need to make up an excuse. Oh my God, my chat thread is just rolling and I'm missing people. Oh, Louise, Grace is saying hi to you. My dyslexia is flipping so much stuff right now. No fun. All right, we're sending love to you. My hands are getting hot. Hi. Anji, no, Jamie, you're not talking to yourself. You're just having a staff meeting. I'm going to do my staff meetings online. Well, I have been every day. So we've talked about grounding to the earth, which has neutral energy. We talked about looking at your world through your eyes of hope. We've talked about work. Tomorrow we're going to do a meditation on roots. And hopefully in this thread, we're going to talk about some positive things about being quarantined. And I really liked what Grace said, that quarantine is kind of cleansing and cutting away your energy cords that help you exchange, like balance who you were before. I mean, we're stepping into a whole new thing. Being quarantined, says Michelle, is allowing me to catch up on home projects and time for self-care. It's actually stress relieving in a way because I can slow down and smell roses. Oh my God, yes. My favorite thing about quarantine is I get to see my children more. I work all the time. I love my work, so it doesn't feel like work. So all of a sudden I wake up and I realize I've been out of the house for 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. And it's just like, and I miss my kids so much. I feel like I can bite them when I look at them. Like I just want to aggressively love them, which is no bueno. So my favorite thing is I get to see them. And I get to work on projects like this room is coming together. It's coming together. I'll show you the final when I'm done. Lily, my experience when focus on love plus focus on matter, weight heavy, hate, anger, fear in general. I can't see color as well as I can feel, and I can interpret into color. It grows, develops with my vibrations. Is that what you feel as well? I love your energy, and I can taste the sweetness light. Oh, it's a great diet. It is a great diet. No need to pop in a piece of candy. Just tune into the high vibration. So when I focus on things that are greater than love, or focus on anything or even spirits, for me, the way that I see them and engage with them is with my eyeballs. And they look like people to me, except I can see through them. So they look like transparencies that we used to use in classrooms a long time ago. Some of you might not be familiar with them. And the way that I hear them is just right outside of my head. And I think I developed my abilities this way when I was younger to kind of humanize them, because that made it safer for me to do. I think if I was trained in this, or my parents had talked to me about this, that most of my psychic and mediumship abilities would be more inside my intuitive instead of outside. But I think it was a coping mechanism for me that did that. And yes, it does feel good, and the sweetness. Denise, or Dennis, I understand there's lots going on in the world right now, but I'm grateful and blessed to be who I am. and to have the life I have. Wonderful things are coming into alignment. That's how I feel. That's beautiful. AG Paz, I'd like to receive a message from Maitland about, oh my God, it's gone. Don't go. What? I would like to give you that message, but it's gone. I am so sorry. I'm scrolling. Tina, while quarantined, I want to say something positive. I've been practicing with my chakras today. I was out in the sunshine, and when I closed my eyes to get chakras in order, I see each color vibrantly, and I called in the light. It was amazing. Sounds like an incredible meditation. Kelly, quarantine has given me the opportunity to sort out, throw out, and share all my excess with neighbors. Oh my God, is that so true? It's a really good time to siphon through things. Nancy, I love FaceTiming with my son while he is cooking dinner and hearing my other son laughing with his friends online and enjoying self-care. Oh my God, Nancy, using Zoom and online for a wonderful connection with family. Beth, you like my retro fridge behind you? That was my grandparents' refrigerator. Isn't that awesome? It still works. I don't have it plugged in right now. It's actually holding all my essential oils. I have that many. Quarantine is normal for me. Okay. So when we talk about hope and staying positive, Bob Walters, in Georgia right now it is 6:50 p.m. Grapefruit martini. Again, if you want the recipe, head over to my lungs or your lungs and my martini talk, and it's on there. I'm sorry, I was just looking at Louise. My dog Finian is sick. Could Maitland please tell me what's wrong real quickly? So Louise, Maitland says there's two simultaneous things that are bothering your baby. One of them actually looks like it's in the throat into the stomach. She's showing me a lot of tension on the right side of the jaw and the neck. So I would look maybe for an abscess tooth or some kind of infection in the backside. Just quickly look in there. That's not the main thing. I do see low levels. We're dancing around the kidneys. So Maitland is talking about giving a natural, like Bach remedy, herbal supplement in the water and doing chicken broth to help flush out and reduce inflammation. But there are some levels that are off. Have you decided to do blood work? That might be the greatest, easiest first call into helping him feel better, because he can feel better. He doesn't need to transition from this. Katya, will the poles of the earth change? The earth will have a big shift and regenerate. The poles of the earth have recently just changed, and they do so not frequently, but if you research it. So we've just gone through that. So this is almost the spirit saying, kind of like the tail effect of what's going on that way. AG, you're here. CC, what do I do about the kids that won't quarantine? Ooh. Marcy says, Maitland says to Marcy, learn how to play the flute and just herd them into a box and close them up. It's just like dealing with cats. Kids that won't stay quarantined, when they're younger, you can play games with them. Imagination does the world of wonder. If you give direction, most of the time kids don't want to respond. But if you provide a place of wonderment, they want to engage with that. For teenage kids, it's sitting down and talking about the effects and the facts of what's happening so that they're educated, because they think they know everything and they're really practicing being independent. So it's a really good lesson of saying, hey, your independence can harm others. So let's look at what that domino effect is. Hi, Belinda. Oh my God, thank you very much for the compliment that I'm talented. Just made me blush. Hi, Kenneth. AG, I'd like to receive a message from Maitland about how to feel better in my new relationship. My energy is always changing and it's hard. This is the question. Thank you for retyping it. Maitland says, how to feel better in your new relationship. So, she says there's a lot of undercurrent turmoil that's shifting your perspective. So it's not like you can just root down and be very present because the head is kind of blowing in the wind. So it's giving you uneasiness. It's giving you untruths, not lies, but tainting or tenting energy. So you're like, wait, is that really what it is or not? All of this comes, she says, from you wanting to appear as if you're a better person or be a better person. And she said if you would just cut the ties to being polite and being well-mannered and having that facade in the relationship, then you're going to be able to get grounded and you're going to be able to stay real present and just say, this is how I feel and this is what's going on. And I'm really worried and scared as hell that when you see this side of me, you're going to run. Or when I show you how deep I am, you're not going to like it. And that's my deepest worry. So when we're really present and we are not pulled into the positive or triggered into the control or pulled into the negative or triggered to be pacifying, like, I'll get that for you. Everything's going to be okay. I'll fix it for you. Please don't go. If we're not pulled that way and we stay neutral, all of a sudden we can talk about how we feel and we're not nervous about it. And we're not even really proud about it. It's almost like a reporter. Like, hey, this is exactly what's going on. And you're able to say, I'm scared, I'm nervous that you're not going to like it. And then when people start to hear this, they really look at your heart and they really look at the connection between the two instead of jumping in their head and saying, oh my God, yeah, you are awful, I'm going to leave. So she said, cut the ties of being polite and well-mannered, which in my head, I go to the all crazy places like, let's just cut loose and be crazy. And that's not what she's saying, but be real by cutting loose of politeness and manners, because sometimes that can govern us so much that we can't be authentically who we are because we're playing the role of a contributing good citizen. And that might not be the role that's fitting you. Hey, Sus! Just know that I'm very blessed to have met you and made a real big change in my life with all your teachings and your great, wonderful personality. And you've been a godsend. Just want to say thank you and I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Jesus, thank you. I love the work I do, guys. I'm very excited about continuing, especially helping other people see the world the way that I do or in a similar way. I think a better way of saying it actually is helping people see the world in a more energetic way in their own style. Because I don't ever want to educate people to be like me. That's such a false thing. And I don't want to be an idol or anything, but I want to be an inspiration big time. So it's exciting. Carol says, quarantine for me is enjoying time and getting back to the basics. Sing it. I like that too. No carpool, trying new recipes. I've done a lot of baking. I do know how to bake, but the cooking is not me. Hello from Scotland! I so wish I could hear your voice. I think it's one of the best accents ever. Hi, Beth. Using this time to help where I can. Lots of healing going on. I'm wondering if I have the virus in January when I was really sick. Yeah, when you were sick. January. Yes. I want to give blood. You can. You have the antibodies. They're saying yes. Okay. What do you think, guys? Can we pull in our brain power right now? We've been practicing a little bit by breathing. So let's take another deep breath in. Wherever you are, you could be holding your phone or cooking, but guess what? Your nose is going to be available to take a deep breath in. This time, when you're taking a deep breath in, I want you to hold an image. This image is going to be something relating to what does your body need? I'm talking about your physical body. So think about your physical body, like, what is it needing right now? Is it needing more stretch? If so, you're going to be breathing in stretch. And I know this sounds crazy, but let's just play along for a second. If it needs food or water, if it needs anything. Relaxation. This next breath is going to be all for the physical body. So when you can, when you're empty, breathe in deep through your nose and breathe in all the vibration that's going to feed your body. And imagine your body is like a sponge and it's going to soak in that breath. Breathe in a little bit more, top it off. Relax the belly, relax the shoulders, hold it. Get soft when you hold your breath. It's not about attention. And release it, audible release. This next breath is going to be for our head. Anything that your mental state needs, you're going to breathe in that vibration right now, and your brain is going to soak it up. Your mental state like balances out, releases. Breathe it in, breathe it in. And when you think you're full, I want you to breathe in just a little bit more. Hold it. If you're holding like this, pay attention, drop shoulders, relax the belly, Buddha belly. Hold it as long as you can without fainting or feeling dizzy, and release it out the mouth. Audible, we want to hear it. The next one is all for the heart, guys. My little empathic Luminaires. We're going to breathe in the vibration for the heart. So breathe it in deep. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Expand the chest, hold. Sip in a little bit more. Hold it. Soften the belly. Soften everything. Just drop. Ease into that full breath. Feeling your heart expand is getting everything that it needs right now in this very moment because you're imagining it. That's why it's working. So imagine. Don't limit yourself. You are unlimited. You are without boundaries. Hold it as long as you can and then release it out the mouth. I wrote a letter to myself and I mailed it. It was through lovenotlost.org and Ashley, thinking about you, Ashley Jones. And I found it the other day on my desk while I was cleaning. I found it today. I was cleaning out stuff. And it said, "You got this." I was writing to myself, "You've got this." You don't need to set a goal. You don't need to create any boundaries because you are limitless and there are no boundaries. You just got to remember this. And it was like, "I love you, Jamie." I was like, wow, I set goals all the time for myself. And I wonder in my structuring of goals how I'm holding in myself, just like those politeness and well-mannered things to show up as contributing or to look good, that my goals are actually dampening my expansion just a little bit. It really is about being very present and being in the now. Eyes of hope. How are you guys doing? Feeling okay? Karen Ryan, please ask Grace or Maitland if Mother Earth is showing signs of recovering from smog in the environment and other harmful things harming Mother Earth now that we're quarantined, and will it continue after the quarantine is over, or will we slip back into harming Mother Earth once again? Karen, that is a beautiful question. Maitland is just about to jump through the screen and land in your lap. I've never seen her so quite excited. Yes, 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 yes. She was saying it all through your question. Mother Earth is repairing and healing. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to say that. Please don't send me hate mail. Here we go. Maitland says that she is very grateful for she's very grateful for the way that President Trump and the government is mishandling God, I can't. This is why it's so easy. If they would just trans-channel, then she could just say this all out. Maybe she'll say it next Thursday. Okay, great. But she's saying I'm going to paraphrase, she's happy about the way that things are being mishandled right now because it is extending companies from starting in the States. And the States is going to be the worst hit in all of this because of the lack of education. And in the act of this, it's going to balance out the power on earth. And this is going to change the way that we go into manufacturing, import, and export. This is going to have lasting effects so that the earth won't get back to where it was before. That, as she's been saying, that the attention is going to come away from large corporations. And she says if you have stocks in larger corporations of import, export, she says you want to relook at these. She's not talking about technology stocks. She really likes Apple. I've never heard her talk about stocks. This is crazy. She says that focus is coming away from the larger corporations and it's going back into the hands of the mom pop. So the handmade, the local strong, that is going to be the treasured like manufacturing lesson out of all of this. So that Mother Earth is going to continue to heal, and animals, wildlife animals, and endangered species, you're going to start seeing heal itself and come back. From, oh, this is cool. I didn't know this. She said from this like blip in time where the earth is healing, there are going to be species that have been dormant that are going to come back out, and we're going to identify new species. So that's going to be exciting. I like to put things like that in my back pocket and see if that's like really happening. Rashima Smith, why do I keep thinking about my ex? I know, right? I'm going to take the question as that you don't really want to think about your ex, but you are, because that's kind of the way it's typed and sound. If I am not reading this accurately, please type and let me know. But when we are thinking of exes, business situations, when we're thinking of anything that we don't really want to think of, two things happening. So if you weren't focused on your ex and you had no cause to go back into that Filodex of memory thing, it is because the ex is thinking of you. When you're highly sensitive, when you're an empath, energy comes to you and it kind of knocks on you. And it's like, hey, I'm thinking of you. What's happening? And then you attach to it and you're like, oh, that's my ex's energy. And now you start to see your ex everywhere and you start to pull in on that vibration and look at those memories, and it starts to manifest and you build a cord between each other. So to stop thinking about things like vicious cycles or things in your past or memories that you don't want to pull forward, whether they were traumatizing memories or whether they were joyful memories that you just don't want to keep recalling, you can do this little exercise, which is the toilet paper. We did this before. You wrap them in white light. So I like to think about toilet paper, and you wrap them in toilet paper. And then when you wrap them in toilet paper, I want you to imagine that you're cutting all the energy that you're exchanging. And we're exchanging energy right now by having a conversation. Even though we're sometimes half a world away, we're having a connection right now. So we're going to share energy that can turn into a little cord. And do you want to wrap them in white light? Imagine all of that going away. You're going to be the responsible party and take your cord back and close it up. And you're going to let the other source keep their end of the cord. White light is the presence of all that is, this light that you're wrapping with them. So they get to hold everything in, and it's beautiful, and you're loving them, and you're respecting them. And then you take black velvet in your imagination, black velvet fabric, nice and heavy, and you're just going to drape them and swaddle them like a little baby. Wrap them and tuck them in. So the black velvet does not reflect light. So there's not going to be any bouncing off or you catching a glimpse and wanting to reconnect. So energetically, it is a cute exercise that requires your imagination. Our imagination, when put to use, can change or manipulate energy. So like I normally say, it's really hard to change a tire, but it's really easy to change your mind. When you're changing your mind, you're changing the energetic vibrations, which can affect the foundation you have or the blueprints that you've laid out. And so you can end up going, oh my God, I got this whole new insight. This is crazy. Okay, so we can use that power and put it onto the relationship or the person that you don't want to communicate anymore with wrapping them in white light, cutting cords, wrapping them in the black velvet, and then just politely see them going away. Sometimes when we do this with sources, they sense that they no longer have your connection, and they'll clamor back. They'll text you, they'll reach out and call, they'll try to like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Give me some of that you used to give me. I like that. And so if they come back around, it's not a lesson. It's an opportunity for you to walk away again. It doesn't mean that you need to stay in it or do it all over again. Repeats are not always lessons to do the same thing. It could be a new lesson to say, no, thank you, bye-bye. I'm good, done. Cheers to that, right? Oh my God, you guys are so much fun. Female Lou, how you doing in Tampa? I missed you, Jamie. You're doing so much light work and helping so many people. Thank you. Please ask my guide, Jeremiah, to help me through this block I'm having. I'm AKA as Lauren, if you might. Oh, yes. Yes. I will. Grace says this evening, after you're already in bed, after you've already done all the prep and you're tired, at that moment, call your team forward and be very clear in the type of assistance that you need. We need you a little bit more calm when you're asking, because Grace says that you're asking sometimes in a little desperate way, clamoring. It's like the whole trick of marketing when we get into a grocery store and they're like, there's only 5 items left on aisle 6 and it's 60% off. Get it now while you can. And your body goes, well, I don't need to buy that, but I'm gonna go see what it is. And I gotta have that. Now I gotta check out with that. Now I'm gonna add this, and I see gum when I'm checking out. I gotta get it. So Grace says when you're asking, you want to ask from a calm state, that neutral part that we were talking about, that earth energy vibe. And we can get there when we're falling asleep. That happens naturally. You notice that you don't really fall asleep when you're stressed out? Yeah, you toss and you turn. But then all of a sudden you reach this calm. It's like almost a numb feeling. Ask then, because you're going to come from your neutral light, a real authentic, very vulnerable, very honest. That's a sweet spot. And she says, when we hear that from you, then we'll know exactly what you need. Because there's some things that you're asking for that you don't really need, but you're doing it out of fear and worry. So, being clear. Emily first. This has been this time has been really highlighting what's underneath the surface. Yeah, it has. And I just want to say thank you for being someone to look up to. Oh my God. Thank you, Emily. I hope to connect with you and learn from you someday. I would love that. Friday is going to be our first set of $10 classes. They're going to be shorter, 30 minutes, very engaged. But then I hang out after class if there's any questions and really get into it. And it's a live stream, so it's interactive. And we're just going to get deep into whatever topic it is, so that you can go through and kind of stack classes and polish your ability, your gift, your natural intuitive self. I'm very pleased. Jennifer Newton, what perspective should we consider when dealing with the fear in the collective? Ooh, fear in the collective. Grace is taking this one. She said the perspective, similar to the eyes of hope, raising vibration and raising it without using all the positive energy, which can be very controlling. So just lightening it so that you can put it out there would be nice and easy. But to manage the overall feel, she said, is to heal the earth. Send your love, your intense light, pure light love, straight to the core of the earth, and let the earth do her job. Her job is not just to sustain our life. Stuttering now. Her job is not just to sustain our life, but it's also to sustain our light. So let her do her job. That will dampen the fear. All right, I can hear my dinner is ready over here. What? I lost video again? You gotta be kidding me. It didn't do anything over here. Mary Lloyd, oh, how the wildlife is loving having less humans around. Everything is going back to normal. Yay! Mary Lloyd tracks the wildlife out in Colorado. So when Mary Lloyd is talking about this, she knows what's happening. That is so cool. Karen Redding, one night I asked my team to heal my stiff neck as I was in bed and I felt a hand touch my neck and a relaxing sensation went down my neck. I am so happy that you didn't freak out. No, that is incredible. When we ask, we can receive. All right, guys, I love you. I'm going to check out. Thank you so much for being here twice over since we lost video at the beginning. And the big takeaway, besides having classes on Friday and we have a trance channeling session with Maitland and Grace on Thursday, is try on your eyes of hope. Keep connected to your breath. And just kind of recall, it's not your spirit team's job to deliver happiness to your face. It's not what they're doing. Their job is to support what you are putting out. So what are you going to choose to put out? And please, when I say this, I am never expecting you to be 100%. I'm not expecting you to be constant. This whole positive energy is constant and on point. So if I'm saying, hey, what are you choosing to put out? I mean the majority of what you're putting out there. What do you want it to look like? Because we're human and we're made up of energy, and energy ebbs and flows. Just like the tides, just like the moon changes. Oh, it doesn't change, but the light changes on the moon. We're not constant creatures. So whatever you're putting out there has to come with that tinge of kindness. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just above all, be kind to yourself. When you can show kindness to yourself and other people are observing and around you, guess what? They're going to try it on too. And that's just first domino falling over, and then it just starts to spread. You guys are so beautiful. Maintain that light. You're amazing. You've got this. Everything is okay. It's okay to have eyes of hope. It's okay to be positive during moments of tragedy. And we're going to do it in a healthy way where we're not disconnecting to have that joy. We're going to stay in the now and very much in what's real and still be able to have joy. That's the thing. Love you guys. Have a beautiful morning or a beautiful evening. Remember, it's not woo-woo. It's true. Do you hear the bell? See, my psychic senses went off and said that dinner was ready. The bell went off, dinner's ready. Bye, guys.